Okay, this is take two on this video. I filmed one before, but it was like 45 minutes. I thought it was just too long. Um, so it's we're coming up on Christmas. This is the Christmas. Well, we're actually in Advent, but anyway. Um, but for most people, this is the busy shopping season, and so Games Workshop has come out with these Christmas Battle Force boxes that are really expensive and not good deals, in my opinion. 22 figures for $200. Now, granted, one is like a big walking tank creature thing, but you know, it's really not that great of a deal. Get one tactical squad, Havocs, Terminators, and a character. Now, unless you split these two squads up into 5-man teams, this isn't a playable army. And in current 40K, you're going to get just wrecked if you try and run this as like a as like two 5-man teams with generic Chaos Space Marines. It's just not going to work. So let's go to let's just start our army. Okay, so Games Workshop has already sold out of this stuff because they do this gimmick where they do limited production runs, sell out, and then that's it. And then a lot of scalpers buy these and jack the prices up on eBay. Now let's go to Warlord. So Warlord has these starter armies for their various game systems. You don't even have to use their rules. That's the beauty of historicals. They have this available all year round. No holiday gimmick, nothing. The vast majority of these are available year round. And they are fairly reasonably priced. I've gone over some of these in other videos. So without getting too much into the weeds like I did in the first take, okay, let's just click on U.S. Airborne. $80, you get 40 infantry, three support weapons, and the crew. So you get, we'll just go back to the Chaos Space Marines. So you get twice as many models for less than half the price. Let's go to Mantic, because we've been looking at them lately. Okay, elves, because elves are pretty cool, right? Elf army. You get 60 models for $90. And 2 of those are support weapons. So this is pretty comparable to a bolt action army, starter army, in terms of figure count. 28mm, nicely made, as near as I can tell. And if you just want to spend a little bit more, $150, you get, does it have the numbers? Okay, it doesn't have the exact numbers, but it looks like these are units of 20, so it looks like 60 infantry. You get some of these guys, cavalry, all this for $150. So if Warlord can afford to, as a business, can afford to do things like have sales and price their products at a reasonable price and do this year round, and they still have to pay designers, they still have to pay all of the business staff, the accountants, the um, the I'm sure they have HR people, the rent, the leases on their facilities. So if this company, Warlord Games, can do all that and price their products at this kind of a rate, and Mantic has the same costs of any other business, and they can do it, why can't GW do this? Why the price gouging? And I know why, because they can get it, because they know people will pay it. And I pay the full price for in full disclosure, I do pay the full price at my local small business, small independent game stores, because I believe in supporting small businesses, and I will buy it from them because I look at it as supporting them. But because at that point, no matter if I buy it or not, it's still a sale for GW either way, once it's sold to the store. But but it leads me into sort of the point that I try to make on so many of these videos is, why is there so much excuse making in the GW community for these prices? Because both of these companies that I pick, because they're fairly large competitors, indirectly in a lot of ways, to Games Workshop, are able to stay in business and sell their products. So why Games Workshop do you do this thing of where a already sold out within days, and a lot of people are still doing Christmas shopping even up until like the week and even days before Christmas. Why do you have to do things like this? And the people in the community, why does excuse making have to be done constantly? Just call it for what it is. It's price gouging. It's price gouging. This stuff costs, the overhead for these kits is pennies, and everybody always brings up so they got to pay the designers and the artists, and okay, but you don't think Warlord has to do that? Sure, a lot of these miniatures are historical, but you still have to pay a sculptor to sculpt the figures. You still have to pay your artists to do all the great artwork on the boxes and in the books. And I'm sure Mantic has the same types of operating costs that they have to do. So they can do it. And Warlord stuff is made in the UK, just like Games Workshop reportedly is, even though, oh yeah, Games Workshop stuff is also made in China, a lot of it. So, again, I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but what is the impetus for these ridiculous prices, and just the low model count in every box? That's really what gets me. I would not mind paying, because if these are supposed to be Christmas loss leaders for the company, I would not mind paying $200 if I was going to make a Christmas Chaos Space Marine Battle Force. I would put 2 tactical squads, or 2 Chaos Space Marine squads, whatever. So two squads, a Terminators. I think that's a good touch. The what are they called? Havocs. Havocs. I think that's fine. And some kind of Rhino or other vehicle. I don't know much about this Demon Engine, but okay, we'll keep that in there. But if I was getting more, if I was getting maybe 2 tactical squads, the Devastator, whatever, the heavy weapons team, Terminators HQ, and some kind of vehicle or monstrous creature like this, and then some Raptors. I would pay $200 for that for a Christmas. I would see that as good value for by Games Workshop standards. But this, it's just not worth it to pay retail. And for people, especially now, a lot of people have are dealing with financial stress. But even just in general, I mean, I've had disposable income the last couple of years, but for someone that doesn't have that has a family that they have to take care of, and family comes first. I mean, and you want to have, it's good to have hobbies, but you know, you can probably justify spending on this kind of thing, or a box of what's the basic troops? Okay, yeah, $30 once in a while if you're a family man with limited disposable income, or less at the very least. Okay, this is more reasonable than $50 for bad resin miniatures, for 5 bad resin miniatures. $30 for 20 plastic miniatures. So I'm gonna start wrapping this video up. As with all these videos, I'm not gonna convince the die-hard Games Workshop fanboys. That's just not going to happen. But what I hope is just that it shows that for people that are new to this hobby, or don't, or are like me, where I don't see a lot of people voicing this view in the hobby, especially from the Games Workshop end of things, that you just find it edifying and a little cathartic, I guess. Because I just make these as a customer of Games Workshop, that I don't like this price gouging. And if these companies can do it, if these companies can make if these companies can put out army sets that are reasonably affordable for a substantial number of figures, why can't Games Workshop? And really the answer is price gouging. I mean, it's simple as that. And it's really unfortunate. Quickly, I also looked at Perry miniatures, and I'll just go over this quickly. So this is for War of the Roses. 120 infantry, and you get command and metal artillery, and that's that's $80 US for that many figures. So anyway, I just hope this little video was maybe helpful. I think I'm kind of beating a dead horse with some of these videos, but especially with the holiday season coming up, and you're looking for gifts, Christmas gifts or something, or buying yourself a Christmas gift. There's other ways of doing this, and ways to afford this hobby. So just clicking around here as I wrap up, but I hope you liked it again, and if there's certain types of content, I hate using that word content, if there's certain topics you would like me to cover on the channel more, I did the live stream thing. And tried that out. So I might continue that again, but or if you want me to do more like Renaissance history stuff, Renaissance military history stuff, I can do that. I have my own ideas, but I like the comments from you guys, and everybody that comments is always really supportive. So just want to quickly give a shout out to Traris Wargaming and Ranger Wargaming. They both have excellent channels and great ancient stuff, which I always learn something new from them. So I encourage you all to check them out. Yeah, so don't want to keep beating a dead horse with this War Games pricing topic, but I just think it's important to get this information out there because if people want to grow the hobby in positive ways, not in pandering ways, I think this is the kind of information people need to see. So anyway, again, hope you liked it, and I will talk to you all next time.